Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on into another Mancave101 Podcast Artist Spotlight. We got a good one for you today. Repeat offender, if you will. He's been here before. I'm going to bring him in a second. Before we do that, let me introduce the guys. Live from the Man Cave, it's Caleb K, the Mama Wanna God. Leo, what is happening?
What's good, people? What's good? We got a good one for you.
Of course, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Big Chase, what's going on?
Live for Bedford Stuyvesant. Oh, no. Yo, what's up, folks? Welcome back.
And I, of course, am your man in the chair, Ron. And I'm going to kick it over to Chase since the Artist Spotlight is really his baby. I'm going to let him talk about our artist who's returning, and we're going to get into some good stuff for y'all.
All right, so first things first, man. It's Mancave101 Podcast. Do not forget to plug in with us every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. What's the rest of it? Apple Podcast, Spotify, Pick, Rumble, all that. You know. So yeah, the Artist Spotlight, man. We reach out to some of the hottest content creators and product creators that you should know about in the universe. People that really got great products out there. They're independent. They're doing their own thing. And the general public should know about it because you get a chance, especially like our guest tonight, you get a chance to be an investor and get product and other goodies and whatnot. So this is a great opportunity. We go out, find all the good stuff, we bring it to you. So listen, without further ado, man, I want to just say, listen, this guy has an extensive library. If you're a comic collector, like we're a comic collector, you need to get you some of these Advent comics. My man Tony Kittrell, come on out, man. Let's holler at the brother.
Yep. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing, man? Thank y'all for having me back, man. Appreciate y'all so much for allowing me to come on your platform and talk to your fans. And I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, listen, you're welcome anytime, bro. You're officially family here. Cool. Come through. Our viewers want to know what's going on. They want to see what you got going on. Get some of them goodies you got there.
Oh, yeah. We got it for them. We got it for them. Got a lot of more. We celebrating our 14th anniversary, man. August 1st, we hit the milestone of 14 years publishing our own comic book. Thank you.
Damn, 14 years.
14 years,
man. So I wanted to do something a little different because we're probably the biggest black-owned, black-operated comic book publisher that nobody knows about. So what I wanted to do was I wanted people to get to know Advent. So I opened up the doors for the past 14 years, all the books, all the titles we got, and I just put it out there so people can kind of like see what we're offering. And basically to introduce you in year 14. So when we hit the big anniversary next year, which we already started working on, the 15th anniversary, everybody's like, they can hit the ground running. They know what the deal is.
Right. So listen, first of all, we gotta talk about this Kickstarter, but can you just very quickly explain to the people what a Kickstarter is?
All right, Kickstarter is basically, and actually, man, I wasn't the biggest fan of Kickstarter until like recently. Kickstarter is a way that creators can reach out directly to fans and readers and get their products into their spaces. So basically, at the time, I didn't know what Kickstarter was. I was like, man, I'm not going to ask nobody to help me pay for my books. I can pay for my own stuff. But I was looking at the wrong way because it's like people are hungry for like new books and they're getting tired of, seeing the same old. They want to be onto the new big thing. And Kickstarter is a way to do that because it lets you put your material to them and they can be like, okay, I like this, or I don't like that, or I like this, or like that. And, basically they can pick and choose like a big comic book shop online. So we started doing a Kickstarter thing and it allowed me to reach so many new fans, man, and people who didn't know about it. So I was like, okay, bet, I don't use it as a way to get rich or whatever. I primarily use it, and I'm saying this out of my own mouth, I'm using Kickstarter as a way to reach new readers for Advent Comics. That's what we're here to do. We ain't trying to get rich off nobody. We just want y'all to see what we're working with. And if you like our books, you can get them, here on our Kickstarter. You can get them at our website or in the comic book shops. We try to be everywhere.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what's up, man. Like, so I know Kickstarter for those is it's a type of crowdfunding.
It's a crowdfunding. Yeah. My apologies.
And,
it's a direct-to-consumer crowdfunding site like Indiegogo. Probably one of the most popular ones is, it's not pretty much for comic books, but GoFundMe. It's that kind of thing where people tell you, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Basically, if you choose to back a Kickstarter project, it's not so much as you're giving us your money. We're giving you stuff too. We can give you comic books. We'll give you merchandise, shirts, graphic novels, trade paperbacks. We got all kinds of stuff that we're going to give you if you decide to support what we're doing.
Yeah. No, this is great, man. So, the one thing that and all the guys know, I'm always in it for the artwork. Okay. I love if I see great artwork on a book. I don't care if it's a ratio or whatever it is. I'm likely to grab it up, and you have excellent artwork in all of your books.
Thank you, bro. We try to get. We got two sayings. Basically, we're putting the soul back in the comic books because we're trying to get people of color to actually get back in the comics like they used to, and also we're trying to bring you something fresh and something new. But we also are going to hit you with high quality comic books. All our books, you're going to get great artwork, great stories, fun stories. And that one that you're showing right now, that's a book called Dark Matter, Rise of the Lexicons. That's the first issue. The second issue is being done right now by Chris Batista, who used to do DC Comics Supergirl.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Wow. That's Bart Sears that's showing right now. That's a book called Project Homeland. He did interior artwork for that particular issue. So yeah, man, like I say, we're not gonna give you no regular degular. We're gonna come with it.
Yeah, listen,
that's our book right there that's blowing up, yo. The streets is definitely talking about this one. It's called Southside. It's a mature reader's book. It's about a character named Dalton Malone. Basically, he returns home to the main streets of DC to find out who killed his best friend. And he also coming for some revenge too. So it ain't regularly for kids, because a lot of people who seen some of our other books that they read that, they was like, yo, I was taken back. You got nudity, you got wrestling, you got violence. I was like, yeah, man. Basically, it's like a black John Wick meets the Equalizer. I mean, we give it to you. As you can see right there. Yeah. Never do, bro.
All right, so for everybody to know,
yes, sir.
When this comes out, I will put Southside into this week's Comic Corner to highlight it and to talk about it during the podcast this weekend on this Thursday.
Absolutely,
so we'll put that on there for your readers, and that way everybody knows where it can get it.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
That's what's up.
That book right there is called The Hit Squad. Basically, it's the Advent Universe's best and deadliest assassins, highest, most paid assassins. They're also, like, in some corners you could say they're supervillains. Okay, but that's not really the case. They got a secret. So they recruit this one guy. He's probably the world's most renowned assassin. His name is Rico Brand. So they bring him into the fold, and he finds out what that secret is. But the hit squad is willing to kill to make sure that secret doesn't get out. So assassin versus assassin. And that Zero issue was made by Dave Pragmatic. He does a lot of stuff for Image. Yeah, I mean that's that joint 5. We got issue 1 coming now. It's issue 1 is gonna be a 36 page book. Okay. And we're on page 20, lettered, colored, everything. So it's slowly coming along. It's coming along a little slower than what I hoped for, but we want to give it to you right. We ain't gonna rush it. So
listen, we want to get good stuff in here. So let me ask you a question though. So people that come to your Kickstarter, they like your project. Like, how much money do they usually have to invest in order to be on it?
It's whatever you want to spend. I have tiers from $1, a single dollar. It's called a pay what you want tier. So basically, you pay $1, and I'm gonna give you like a preview Advent comic. I want, like I said, my goal is not to take people, try to hit them over the head. Basically, I want everybody to get to know us. There it is, pay what you want tier. So for that $1, I'm gonna give you a comic book. It's not gonna be a full size comic book. It's probably gonna be like 4 to 8 pages, but you'll get a comic book from us for $1 just because you supported us.
Just because you supported.
Yeah, and then we have tiers that go from $1 up to like our grand tier for that particular Kickstarter is $1,200. So basically, you get for the past 14 years every single book that we've done, including the 10th anniversary book right there. Facets was its own Kickstarter, and I never went back to print on it. Never. It was like an exclusive. So all the covers, that particular cover had sold, and I kept 50 copies of the hardcover version, which was like extra 40 pages extra. I kept 50, and I released 50 for this Kickstarter. All 50 ain't gonna go, but those are basically the only copies left in existence. So whatever copies don't move in this Kickstarter, I'm gonna bring them over to issue year 15.
Okay.
And once they're gone, that's it. It's a true collectible. I'm not going back to print on it. People's like, oh no, you should go back to print. Nah, because when I tell you it's a collector's item, it's a collector's item.
I hear you.
That's what I love to hear. I love to hear that from. That's the one thing that I love when an artist says, "This is the only run that we have. We're not going to go back to reprint." There's a collector's item.
I was holding on to those 50 copies, and everybody was like, "Why are you holding on to them?" I said, "If by the grace of God we get to year 15, I'm gonna bring them out at year 15." But I wanted to kind of let people see what we was working with, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put them out a year early and see if anybody like what we're doing. That's our flagship character, Titan Ultraman. That issue, as you can see with the credits, Nato Diaz, he's the artist. Nato is blowing up Marvel. That's one of the artists. I had 13 artists that Marvel and DC poached from me. Literally.
Wow.
And then they stole them from me. So Nato is the artist on Titan. Marvel got him, and they trying not to let him go. They giving him everything that he wanted to do for Marvel, so he won't come back to me. But issue 5 and 6 is being done. He's still doing it. So unless y'all give him his big want, which I know what it is, and I ain't gonna put it out there. They trying to make sure he don't come back. But
Tony making them nervous out here, bro. Find out you got Marvel shaking in their boots.
We coming with pressure. People in the industry be like, yo, what y'all doing over there? Then I was like, man, look here, I'm coming for the heads. I mean, it's like a competition. Now, don't get me wrong, nobody can touch Marvel and DC. They got 85 years in the game. I'm not trying to touch them, but I will let people know I'm doing my thing over here. So
that's a fact, bro.
Yeah, once you see it. Oh, that's Black Starline. That's a special title for me. Basically, it highlights Black and people of color creators and characters within our universe. So I'm bringing you some of the best talent, Black and brown talent that you can find. And also, we got people from all other countries, Brazil and stuff, that are in this book. And that's specifically what you'll find in this book. And this particular book right here is a prequel story to Southside. It tells what prompted Dalton Malone to come back. So you see what Dalton Malone was doing before he came back to Southside. Okay. So that's part of the page right there. That story is called The Struggle. There's another story in it. It's a 36-page book. Issue 4 had a really popular story we did called We the People. Basically, it takes place slightly in the future, and America is going through a race war. And so it's 6 teenage kids basically are the only thing that's stopping, or they're caught in the middle of this race war. I'm not going to get a whole story away, but people liked issue 4 so much, they was like, bro, you got to keep that story going. So I did another story for issue 5, and that's part of it right there. That's a page from it right there. Okay. Codename Blackfire. She is one of our most popular female superheroes. We did a crossover back in 2012, I want to say it was, with 4 other Black publishers, and she was one of the characters in it. this is one of the things that I always regretted. We didn't bring that issue, or we didn't bring that crossover to completion. You know, we had a Beatles moment. We fell out, whatever. So what I did was, my characters who were in that story, I'm kind of telling the story of what happens. We brought the first issue to people. We never finished the second and third issue, but in this book, you're going to kind of see what happens to those characters, and that's some of the art from it right there. Ricardo Jamie, he's the artist for that book, so that's the page from it.
Yo, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about this, bro.
Hey, I'm a big martial arts fan, man. I grew up on Bruce Lee. And if you know anything, if you're a big Bruce Lee fan, you know this is the 50th anniversary of Enter the Dragon.
Yes.
So not only am I a big fan, but I did this book with one of my partners who I grew up with, Steven Sash Scott. He's the artist. So he studied martial arts ever since he was a little kid. He in his 50s, I won't give his age away, but he's still doing martial arts. So our colorist, Arsa Rosagar, he colors for Marvel. He's a big martial artist. So we was talking one day how we all love Bruce Lee, whatever. We was like, look here, let's do a Bruce Lee inspired kind of comic book. Dragon is our version of that. So basically, he's our martial artist, top martial artist, or so he thinks. There's a competition of the top martial artists, and Dragon is dragged into this contest. But once he's there, he finds that one of the people responsible for a major turning point in his life is at this competition, and that prompts a lot of stuff to happen. But issue 2 is just fun. That's a page from it. And we're going to find out who is the world's best martial artist. Might be some familiar characters in that book that show up, you know. If I don't get sued out of existence, you know, it is.
we gonna let him put a black guy on the game, man.
Right.
So listen, man, just let's tell the people where they can find you, and how to get in touch with you and all of that. So are you? So let me ask you a question. Are you taking new people that maybe have their own comic and looking to get out?
Yeah, all the time. We have a line of creator-owned books called Unbound Realms. And as a matter of fact, a lot of our Unbound Realm books are in comic book shops now. We got people who are beginning in the comic book industry. We have people who are pros, like Mike Byrne, who did Nexus with Steve Rude over at Dark Horse, publishing one of his books. So if it's a good story and it resonates, chances are you can get it published. But I like, you see what I'm working with. I'm not going for no okie doke.
Yeah. Listen, come correct.
I get people who are mad. Oh, bro, that's foul, bro. You won't publish my stuff, bro. You see what I'm doing? I mean, I got a standard. I want to keep.
Got to keep it. Got to maintain it. So this is what y'all can do. If you think you got something dope, you bring it to the man cave. We'll check it out. If we think that is good, we'll pass it on to Tony, and then you have that much better chance to get it published.
That's it. And you can find me anywhere, whether it's under my own name, Tony Kittrell, or under Advent Comics. We on all the social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Twitter. You can find us anywhere. We got our own Substack. We got our own Patreon. So check us out. We got our website, adventcomics.com. You can find our books on Amazon, at Barnes & Nobles, Comixology Unlimited, Drive Through Comics, Indie Plus, Indie Planet. We're on Kindle. We're in previews. Man, look, we coming. We all over the place.
Get outside. Find the man.
Exactly.
All right, yo, listen, man, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. But listen, man, Mr. Tony Kittrell, my brother, like I said before, you are family here. You can come through anytime. So let the people know what's going on. Advent Comics. Make sure you go check them out on all the socials.
Yeah.
Check out that Kickstarter.
Yeah, I was about to say, go to Kickstarter.com, look up Advent Comics 14th anniversary. We're almost to a goal. Like I said, our goal was something small. It was like $1,200. So we're less than $200 away. So we got all kinds of good stuff. We got comic books. We got trade paperbacks. We got graphic novels. We got shirts. We got box sets. We've got an old school Titan the Ultraman lunchbox. I mean, we coming with all kinds of stuff. So you won't be disappointed. Check us out. I guarantee you'll love it. And if you like digital comics, we got digital comics available too. We got Glyph Award winning titles. They're available too. I mean, you name it, whatever genre, we got it.
Okay, so last question before we let you go. Explain the Glyph Award.
Glyph Award is like the black version of the Oscars for comic book creators. East Coast black comic creators have a thing where they give awards to those creators who are doing great stuff within the industry, black and brown creators. And basically, we got some award winners there. Mark, when I said we have creator-owned books, 2 of our creator-owned books are award winners. Marcus Roberts, The Protector. Marcus Roberts also wrote another one, Sonny Robbins' Hedge Hollow, which is an all-ages book, children's book. And then our very own Southside 3 was nominated for the Fan Award. Because, like I said, the shops was eating it up, man. The streets was eating it up. So issue 4 is almost done, by the way, too. Issue 4 is almost done. And then we go on to issue 5, which starts a brand new arc. So check it out. Southside is still out there, man. Still out there.
Listen, man, we're going to salute you. Tony Kittrell, Advent Comics. Make sure you go check it out. Check out all the artist spotlights. Definitely go get that Kickstarter because it's popping. Man Cave approved on that. And we're going to catch up with you next time on Artist Spotlight, Mancave101 with my brother. The man in the chair is back. In case you didn't know, we've been gone for a minute, but he's back. K-Lo K, my bro over there. Play my theme music, man.
Peace.